soufflés can be quite tricky, but we've got some tricks to help you nail them every single time. We've got a double-choc soufflé we're gonna do, and we're gonna do a recipe now where I'm just gonna give you some major points that you have to follow, and you will get the perfect rise every time. So first, I've just got 4 ramekins. What you need to do first is we need to grease them with a bit of butter, and then I'm just gonna add caster sugar to one of them. And then what you do to get into the next one, tip it on its side and gradually twist the ramekin. That's going to ensure that the whole thing is coated in butter and sugar. So we'll just do that with each of the ramekins. While we're doing everything else, we can get those into the fridge and that butter will harden up a bit and just make sure that they're perfect non-stick. Okay, so next up we need to make our chocolate base. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually cook this base off in the saucepan a bit, and you can keep that base in the fridge for up to a week because it's going to be quite stable. So I'll need some butter and some flour. I'm just going to melt that butter. Just going to go in with some plain flour. Just cook that out for about a minute just to take away the rawness of that flour. And we're going to gradually go in with some milk. We're going to go a little bit, mix it together, add the rest, and just do that in stages, and that way you won't get any lumps. In now with a bit of caster sugar and some cocoa. Use good unsweetened cocoa and some chopped dark chocolate, 70%, a bit of vanilla as well. And now stir that until it's nice and melted. Okay, so while that last bit is melting, we're just gonna start to separate our eggs because I'll need to put 3 egg yolks in that mixture. Okay, now we can turn that heat off. The chocolate's all melted. And then off the heat, just add those 3 egg yolks. And that'll kind of cook the egg yolks anyway. So it's almost like a custard base. So just set that aside and let it cool. Okay, so this chocolate base is nice and cool, but we're getting on to the main part of the souffle, which is all about egg whites. So 5 egg whites, and then whisk them up. So as the egg whites get a bit thicker, I'm gonna add some caster sugar, just gradually. And just a bit of cream of tartar, which is gonna help stabilize that mixture. And we're gonna take about a quarter or a third of this mixture, slap it in here, and we can go a bit crazy here and loosen up that chocolate mixture. But for the rest of it, the key is really folding it slowly. And then in stages, we'll just gently fold in the rest. So I've got my 4 ramekins here. As just a bit of a surprise, we're gonna just pop in 2 chocolate balls into each of them and just press them down to kind of crack a bit. And I'm gonna actually only cook 2 of the souffles now, and the other 2 I'm gonna keep into the fridge until probably tomorrow and ready to be baked or in the fridge. So I'm gonna get these 2 into the oven. Should take about 17 minutes to bake, but if you want to time them perfectly for your dinner party, I'd get them onto a tray like this, keep them in the fridge, and then when you're ready to serve and you've got your guests sitting down, then pop them in the oven and they'll be risen and perfect. They're out, they've risen, they got flat tops, and now you need to eat them. But first, just a bit of icing sugar and cocoa. Your guests are going to be very happy with that, or eat both of them yourself.